All right, here we go. The sauce of the day. Peeps, if you want to live like an amazing life, you kind of need to do amazing things and be an amazing person. And that means you need to put yourself out there in totally new ways. For me, I remember when I first started on social media, I in 2016, I was so insecure. And I was really using my fitness and physique and my bodybuilding to kind of hide how insecure I really was about putting myself out there and sharing what I knew, what I'd been learning, what I had learned on my journey, who I was, how I was. And it's so hard to get over that hump of just being honest and real with people, especially in the beginning, because I think that for me at least, I felt like I had so much to prove. I had so much to share, but I needed recognition from other people to feel like what I was doing was good, that I was growing, that I was getting better. And I had this conversation with a client yesterday. You can't, you can living under the awareness that what you do in the external is going to make you feel good in the internal is a very dangerous way to live. Because when you do that, or when I do that, or whoever does it, I'm putting all of my power in the hands of so many other people that I don't know. I'm waiting for the next comment. I'm looking for likes. I'm looking for story responses. I'm looking for people at the gym to come up to me and say, yo, you look great, bro. You this or that, the other. I'm not taking initiative to say it to myself. And this is really where that, amazingness happens and begins. It happens when you start to recognize the person in the mirror and what he's good at. And for me, I had to look in the mirror and be honest with myself that, bro, you're a really light and bright person. Like, people gravitate towards you because you're friendly and nice and funny, not because you're cool and sexy and jacked. Those are just things that some people maybe think and some people don't. I think there's moments where I'm pretty sexy. Sometimes I feel really jacked. Other times I feel like I could put more work in. That's normal, I suppose. My point is, I wasn't waiting for myself to do that anymore. And I had to get really real with the things that I felt like I really brought to the table. One of those things is I think I'm a really great communicator. I'm a good listener, and I'm good at reading underneath the surface of things. I'm good at hearing what people aren't saying. I'm good at seeing what people aren't seeing within themselves. And it helps me to better understand their position so that I can be of help and guidance and value. And it took me a long time to recognize that because I had a lot of guilt and shame around me feeling like I was a bully when I was younger, and me feeling like I didn't deserve to help people and that I wasn't a good person. And it took a long time for me to snap out of that mold. And a lot of that probably is because of my background with partying and drugs and alcohol and just different things that I let myself get carried away with. But I've noticed and learned and grown. And when I started to look in the mirror and actually see myself, like, I gave myself permission, and this is the big one. I gave myself permission to change. Like, dude, you haven't been perfect, but like, I want to be better. I would love to be amazing. I would love to be great. I would love to bring a beautiful vision to the world. I would love to be my best. And I remember, I've shared this story elsewhere, but I remember being in the church the day of my dad's funeral, and I just felt like when there was a man speaking about his life, and I was supposed to go up and actually share some words. And when he called me up, I just waved my hand away, and I was like, I don't have anything to say. I just need to listen today. I need to learn today. I need to be quiet today, and I need to be open today. And over the next like 30 minutes, I just had closed my eyes and just had this crystal clear vision of the man that my dad had passed, the man my dad was, how he manifested in me, and how I was slightly different than him, and how I could bring that slight difference, that amazingness to the world. And since that time, I can proudly say that I've not wavered from that path. It's been baby steps, natural steps forward. And I think that's really what I want to chat about is like, the sauce today is, if you want to be amazing, if you want to live an amazing life, you have to do amazing things. You have to be an amazing person. You have to have amazing acceptance of yourself. You have to look in the mirror and see all of your flaws, all of your insecurities, all of your issues, all of your sadness, anger, all of the frustrations, all of your emotions, all of the things that you think are wrong with you. You have to turn those into things that actually empower you, right? So for me, my highly sensitive state that made me feel overly emotional, that made me feel like a pussy, is actually me being really connected to myself and other people, which allows me to be a mediator between lots of people and connect them to themselves and each other in a new and profound way. And I do it all the time, and it feels absolutely amazing. I couldn't be more blessed to be a connector. What a beautiful energy. It's the energy of many of the brilliant sages and many of the spiritual, we'll call them leaders of our world. And that feels really, really, I feel really honored to share a similar gift. And in the beginning, that was very hard to accept because it just wasn't something that translated into our world. Like, how am I going to make a living doing that? How is that going to, help all these people? And most importantly, how can I even accept that that's what I'm really gifted at? Like, shouldn't I be better at sports and more aggressive at sales and, better building business and be more mechanized and more, machine-oriented, focused? But I'm not. I'm a human. I'm very soft and gentle. I have a lot of love in my heart. And I'm very connected to myself and others and everything around. And it makes me an incredible coach. And that's what I am. And that's what I've figured out. And that's what took me time to recognize and realize and pioneer my way forward. But it came from me taking time to sit in the mirror of amazing reflection and amazing acceptance of myself. And that's my challenge to you today. What can you accept within yourself that you just haven't yet? What are you not giving yourself permission to enjoy and love and reap the benefits of within yourself? It's so funny. So many people have like such a beautiful vision of what they want their life to look like and the things they want, but they don't know how their gift will bring it to them. Until you can uncover your gift and accept it, you're not really going to be able to access that amazing life that you want unless you put yourself under incredible stress and you move yourself out of the person that you are, out of alignment, and into a character you can play to get what you want. But I promise you that also has a massive price, as so many of the men that I work with, we spend a lot of our time on the back end working our way out of that position. They've lost themselves. They've become someone that they don't recognize, and they can feel it. They don't feel good about it, but they don't know how to snap out of it because the person they've become has brought them all the things they enjoy. So how do we bring them back from that? That's very, very tricky and very challenging. It comes from self-acceptance. We have to accept that even if we're in costume, that person underneath still has certain things that have remained the same and have been utilized and channeled in a way to get them and bring them the life that they want. So beautiful, so powerful. Really, I feel amazing sharing this message because I enjoy seeing other people live an amazing life. And I enjoy seeing other people do amazing things. And I enjoy seeing people be amazing. And most importantly, nothing compares to seeing people fully accept themselves for their uniqueness. And that just brings me a lot of joy, and it makes me feel very empowered and very inspired to accept myself on deeper levels, which is really all we're doing here, guys. And that's spiritual growth and evolution, to keep it really simple and not so woo. That's all it is. Just self-acceptance at every level of reality and truth that you encounter. And I really feel like when I do that and when you can do that, you will unlock power within yourself that will attract and magnetize a lot of amazing people towards you and amazing things. And with that, you can change the world. Yeah. That's the sauce. Amazing acceptance. What can you accept that's amazing about yourself today? Sit with it, reflect on it, write it down, speak it out. We'll live an amazing life. Presence, peace, and power. That's the sauce, peeps. Legends find a way.